He got fucked in his ass by Ali Babu.
Ghetto boy, get out of the ghetto boy. Bad boy.
Oh, poor Cracky. Well, you said Alibaba dick came out your mouth? God damn it, boy. Hey, Cracky, you should keep that to yourself, man. It's kind of private.
Ghetto boy, get yourself out of the ghetto.
Oh, shit. Alibaba. What's the matter? What's the matter, Alibaba? You tired of driving a fucking cab? You tired of being a fucking camel jockey? Go hang out with Richie, man. Go hang out in his cave. Go get that ass. Go get that crackhead ass.
Get out of the ghetto, man.
That crackhead ass, nigga. They want them hanging fruits early in the morning, bro. They want to see them shit bobbing off their forehead.
Get out of the ghetto, get an education, read a book, go to the library if you know what that is. Get it.
This nigga talking about education. You better learn English, motherfucker, because you sound all fucked up. You sound illiterate. Man, you're gonna break 825 word, 825 word, 825 word.
8250.
You love jumping like that Bozak. 825 word, 825 word.
8250.
Yeah, all over that fucking Bozak.
Your video games 250.
He want to play with the hanging fruit. He want to see the shit bouncing off his forehead.
Get out of the ghetto boy.
Tell your sister to get out my lap.
Get out of the ghetto boy.
Tell your sister to get out my lap. She stink, that Indian bitch.
Get out of the ghetto before it's too late.
You can't afford where I live, motherfucker. That's why you pissed off.
Fucking you say you live in better.
You can't afford where I live, nigga. You can't even buy property over there, cocksucker.
With 2 pounds.
You can't even buy fucking property over there, cocksucker. Get out of here, fucking Ali the shit boy. Master. What's the matter, man? Richie ain't give you that cock in the hands this morning? That's why you mad?
Say you get a battery.
Poor Alibaba didn't get no cock in his ass this morning. He's upset.
Hit me with 2 pounds.
You mad? Alibaba, why you mad? You ain't get no dick in your culo? You ain't get no dick in his culo. Christina, what's the matter, Christina? Don't be mad. Don't be mad, Christina. Don't be mad. Don't worry. Listen. Come over here. Go to Battery Park. I'll give you $1. You can take it to Richie. Richie will give you some dirty ass.
Get out of the ghetto.
Nowhere.
What's the deal? What's the deal? Real deal. Holyfield. What's the deal? What's the deal?
That fucking Cracky and bag nigga Christina Alibaba shits. They upset because they get dick in their ass this morning.
Hey, did you hear the latest?
Uh-oh.
Richie's going to be paid a visit from an official because the individual's actually has real credentials, and he's tired of hearing Richie perpetrating a police officer out here. So he's going to pay him a visit. This is not the first time. He's got to straighten him out, man, because he's tired of Richie is making references to the fact that he's some kind of a law enforcement official. I tried to get it out of him yesterday. What badges did he possess, so on and so forth. And Richie froze up. So, yeah, someone at official capacity is going to pay Richie another visit because he's acting up again.
Oh, shit. They should take a fucking nightstick and just slap him over the head a couple of times. How many lumps do you want? 1, 3, or 4. That's Cracky.
Because, perpetrating the fraud, portraying to be an official without the proper credentials, claiming that you're some kind of cop out here, that's a felony, man. Perpetrating a cop, going around saying that you're a law enforcement. Richard, you're going to get yourself into some deep doo-doo, Richard. Shame on you, Richard.
One thing I'm not... Yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's all right. It's all good. Let them fucking smack his ass up, but dumb fuck. He ain't got no type of credentials. He ain't no fucking law enforcement. Never been a fucking cop in his life. All he's been is a fucking crackhead bum.
The only thing he cops, the only word cop in the sentence with Richie is cop drugs. That's it. That's the only thing he cops.
Oh, don't forget, he cops cocking his ass.
Well, that too. He likes Bozak.
That's a bad girl. Yep, Bozak. Bozak. That's what Richie talks about, is Bozak. See, you guys having a fucking nice conversation. You know what I'm saying? Some real talk. And fucking the first thing out of Crocky's mouth is, dick. Sucking dick.
I mean, you heard that, right? I was having a nice conversation with a couple of fine gentlemen out here. And right away, Alibaba with his rhetoric and Crackhead Richie with his stupid comments. It's like, you know, they beg for it, man. It's like they don't want to hear a good conversation. And this is where the drivers out here got to push on Alibaba and Crackhead Richie. They're like, look, we don't want to hear this mess here. Take it somewhere else. These guys are trying to have a decent conversation. But as long as you put batteries on these retards' backs, you know, like we were talking about the bridges, the infrastructure, paint chips. That's what happened to Richie. He was eating, back in the day, he was eating paint chips off the walls and he thought they were Pringles. And look at him now. He's brain dead.
But that's because, you know, you insulted him. You know, that was his lifestyle cereal back in the days. And not that it was back in the days, because Richie still eats paint chips today. You know, he eats the paint chips off the dumpsters. He eats the fucking paint chip off the fucking building. You know, he's a fucking disgusting bum, man. I thought it was real asshole too.
And the thing is, I wasn't even mentioning Richie or no one. You didn't hear that name come out of my mouth the whole morning. And look, Richie, right away, he can't see me having a conversation with other people, decent conversation, without putting some stupidity in there, throwing some comments, you know. He's like a disgruntled little female cheerleader, you know. He has to inject a comment because he feels that he has to have the word in there in other people's conversation. What they call her, people like that, yentas, right? In Hebrew, yentas. That's what Richie is, a fucking blabbermouth little queen.
Please, yeah, he just wants to hear his voice. He wants to hear his voice on the video gate. I've been copping him out since 5 this morning, man. 5 this morning, listen to the man. Ain't nobody mentioning him. Nobody's saying shit about him. But, you know, he feels left out, man. You know, he gets mad and he's got to talk about dick and shit like that and say some stupid shit because motherfucker ain't got no education. He can't fucking get into a real conversation about real shit. His shit is all about lies. Oh, I'm a cop this. Oh, I got 5 badges this. Yeah, I'm a marry Sade. Yeah, my father-in-law is, what the fuck is Donnie Brasco, whatever the fuck is. The fuck out of here. Do you know? Good morning time, US 1. Morning time, US 1. Morning time, trip. Waving a hand. NYC.
Waving it, US 1, brother. WWUS1, waving a hand, my brother.
NYC. Waving a hand and forth. I'm going to my receipt. Top of the morning. Good morning, bad boy. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Ya tú sabes.
And by the way,
Pick up with Joe in a little while. Gotta go out to work to the salt mine. There you go.
And by the way, Cracky, you tried to infer on your video yesterday that I don't have a receive, that I couldn't hear Brown Hornet. Yeah, I can't hear someone under a 9 when the MTA recording key's up. If you're not doing a 9 or better on my radio, I'm not going to hear you. So stop trying to infer that I don't have receive. I'm not the one that got to use a preamp just to get a noise level. Hey, Cracky, perpetrate the fraud somewhere else, junkie.
Don't. Let me not talk about this MTA. You know, Cracky's been telling these motherfuckers on 37, and I forgot who was the other rascal there, that he's the one been throwing that carry of the MTA lady. Yeah, all right, get the fuck out of here. Oh, New York City Morning Show.
You telling me the junkie actually is taking credit for that?
Yeah, be trying to take credit that he fucking dropping those fucking DCs of the MTA recording. What a fucking cocksucker.
Shaman, you Richard, how could you lie like that, you dope fiend?
Hey, this is not the MTA. Hey, man, don't let me rate up. What a fucking crackhead. Fuck that nigga. Quiet chair. Let these homos... Radio. He keeps saying quiet chair, but he sits in a fucking bucket that has fucking shit and piss in it.
Hey, Richie, what happened, man? You said you have a new landlady now, and she wants you to move upstairs, but you don't want to move because... you won't be able to act the fool and scream on the radio and bob and weave back and forth looking at your meter like it's a TV screen. What happened, Rich? You afraid that your new landlady would catch you in the act naked on a bucket You dirty pig, you.
But I hate to handle heck when he is in my own video games. Nigga, he can't even talk, fucking cocksucker. Illiterate bastard. My video games. You forgot the other part. Ashtray. That's what it is, ashtray.
Well, he's afraid that his new landlady's gonna walk in on him, shooting in his toes, you know, or smoking that crack. You know, he's not supposed to be doing drugs in that dwelling there. You know, she catches them do those drugs, he could get kicked out.
Bye-bye, Craigie. Dude, you forget I live on Doctor's Row in Brooklyn. Doctor's Row. Oh, waving it. Pick up. Now he lives on Doctor's Row. You hear this nigga? Get miles within there in this area, man.
He lives it's called the Gaylords of Flatbush. That's where Richie lives. You live in the Gaylords of Flatbush. You don't live in no Doctor's Row. You got nothing but junkies over there. That's all Section 8 where you live, man. That's why you don't want anyone to... No one could pull up in front of Richie over there, 46 in Winthrop, and leave their vehicle without coming out 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, finding their shit on milk crates.
That becomes it. Not only that, the fucking methadone clinic is right around the corner. Start making up 12 tales about that. I like this, man. What 12 tales? I hear somebody out in the distance calling US 1. With the morning wave, who is calling me? Traffic on the frequency there, tenfold. Attention.
Richie doesn't count as traffic. We just step all over him.
Not bad.
Go ahead, Richie. You want to stop good conversation when people are trying to have good conversation. I mean, not try to, we did. And then you have to inject your stupidity. Why is that, Richard?
I'm stepping out back. It's right my way. Oh, shit. There he goes. He's going to go eat the fucking cat food that the neighbor put out.
You're not stepping out back, you dope fiend. You're going to smoke your crack, look at the meter like it's a big screen TV, bob and weave, all naked, big belly hanging out. Yes, you're nasty, Richard, and you stink. The only thing you got there is a garden hose. During the summertime, you might spray yourself. You don't have a functional shower or a bathtub. You're a funky monkey, man. That's why you're dwelling in that basement like a rodent.
Mr. Enforcer, if you save your breath, you'll live a couple of minutes longer, dude. Keep it. Yeah, another station out there with the morning. What a dick. Be back, man. I'm stepping out back.
If I save my breath, you don't see me you don't see me making videos. He's just walking fast and he's that's you, CK. He sees two people fighting and he thinks it's him and someone else in a match. And breathing and his pulse, his heart rate is his heart rate is pound out of his chest. No lung capacity. He's got the nerve to talk about someone else. That's you. Breathing heavy. Richie, you're a dope fiend, man. You got the monster, which no one really cares. All right, no one cares if you went off the air tomorrow and never came back. You're a junkie out here. That's it. Just give it up, man. No one wants to hear your stupidity. If you got nothing positive to inject into the conversation, keep your mouth shut. No one wants to hear you. You're a cop. You marrying Sade. Joe Pistone was your partner. Come on, no one wants to hear that stupidity. It's old already. Take that nonsense somewhere else, Richard. Like the man says, no Fantasy Island day time. It's time. You want to talk radio? Let's talk radio. No Fantasy Island shit. Look at a chuckling junkie. Look at he giggles after every sentence. That's a dope fiend right there. I'm marrying Sade. I'm the king of New York. You fucking dope fiend.
Attention. This is not the FDA. Do you know where your local cracky at?
46 in Winthrop. You get all the crack you want. You meet the #1 junkie, crackhead Richie. Look for a junkie with a jacket that's 4 sizes too big on him, with the big R. That's crackhead. And that was another hand-me-down, by the way. What's the matter, Cracky? The cat got your tongue?
It's the MTA Queens Midtown Tunnel.
Or is your boyfriend ready to mount you right now?
You'll encounter an overhead. Maximum height clearance is 12 foot 1 inch. Vehicles over 12 foot 1 inch must exit and take alternate route.
Top of the morning, WWUS1 with the morning wave.
US 1, nothing like a good cup of Java in the morning, brother.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yup. A nice cup of Java in the morning, it wakes me up, it's getting me ready. In a little while, I'll be heading the dusty road, folks.
Same here.
I gotta make those greens. Without the greens, I can't buy my toys.
Vehicles over
Hey, don't talk about work, man. That's a bad word. That word in Richie's vocabulary don't exist. The word work, the word woman, those words do not exist in Richie's vocabulary.
So, how he pay his rent?
That's his kryptonite. Oh, he pays his rent by selling his ass on the corner. You didn't hear him yesterday? He said he's going to take a cruise, a stroll down the avenue.
Yeah, only prostitutes and homos talk that they're gonna take a cruise or stroll down the avenue. Only homos talk like that, and flaming ones at that.
This is the MTA Queens Midtown Tunnel.
Lord, that is so bad.
Will encounter an
He's got to do something for those dollars, you know. He gets brained for a hit of cocaine, or for $1, man. You know, the guy got the guy has no teeth. The last 3 teeth that he had in his mouth, he had removed. Of course, the guys are complaining he was cutting up their foreskin. So look at him now. Now he's a toothless blowjob.
Hey, US1, you didn't know that Crocky was a human slot machine? He bends over and they put quarters in his ass.
Oh my God. And when they put the quarter, what he said?
He said, thank you, Daddy, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Oh yeah, he grabs those ankles and he bends over for a friend. He bends for a friend and he says, just drop it in the slot, dog. Thank you, sir. You nasty rodent.
maximum height.
Come on, Cracky. How come you got nothing good to say, man? When people are trying to have a conversation out here, you got to inject your stupidity. How come you're not saying anything? You know why? Because he's getting crushed. Even stations in another state, in Jersey, is stepping all over that junkie boy.
Hey, how the roads up there, That's sad.
How about a break for radio check?
Radio's working.
And where's the check?
Yeah,
Radio's working.
the check is in the mail. Wait till Richie throws a fart.
Yeah, no, they're getting south, so. A few minutes.
You know me?
Attention, this is the MTA Queens Midtown Tunnel.
Can't believe that cocksucker trying to take credit, saying that he's the one throwing the MTA carrier.
He tried to take credit for everything. That fool actually says that he told the DOD 2 weeks before 9/11 that the event was going to happen. You believe it, this sick fuck? He actually believes these lies that he says. And that when the event actually happened, they had a parade for him because of his predictions. He was trying to compare himself to Nostradamus.
No shit, yeah. North the Stinky, that's what he is. North the Stinky.
I tell you, the man is demented.
You gotta stop smoking that K2. Putting that fucking needle between his toes.
As you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overhead
What's he going to take credit for next?
pier, 12 foot,
Picking up $1 with his ass cheeks.
alternate route.
Then he says he has a street act. He's trying to bite off of Larry that he's a street performer.
Yeah, he is. He is a street performer. I give him that. He performs every day. You don't see him dumping into the fucking dumpster, pulling out the fucking dirty food, picking to the garbage cans now that they're nice and clear and shit. He's a professional dumpster diver.
Be aware, as you approach
And don't forget, he sings that little tune for you. If you throw a quarter at him, watch it wiggle. How's he say? Watch it wiggle, see it shimmer, smooth and grimy. Richie is the one. You know that little song he sings while he's doing his little circus act.
You said smooth and slimy?
Yeah, that's the song, a little song that he sings.
No, he sings that. That's because he's getting that cock in his ass. So he's singing it to his boyfriend. Everything ain't that right, Cracky? You know you there, Cracky. That motherfucker ain't going outside. Motherfucker raining. He's scared of water. Let's enjoy.
I hear you out there, Brown Hornet. Hey, Brown Hornet, top of the morning to you, brother.
Hopefully he spends it the right way and doesn't get stupid with it. Yeah, he's in Florida. The one here is in Florida.
Yeah, supposed to get a little snow mixed with rain, they said today.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, we're not going to get rid of nothing. Some young floozy. It's too warm. It's too warm for that snow anyway.
Yeah, I'm looking at the temperatures, about 37. It's definitely too warm.
Yeah, Vic, I mean, if it snows, it's just going to melt as soon as it hit the ground. That's what I saw right now. It's just raining. That's all I see is rain.
Exit and seek alternate route.
Wow, he's got some luck. I'll be back, 250. If I don't come back, man, 73s, be safe out there. Catch you on the rebound. US1, everybody on the band.
All right, man. If I don't catch you, I'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Or later. Take care.
10-4.
Have a good one, bad boy. 73s. WS1, standing by.
Right back, US. Ya tú sabes.
I'll be back. That's a big 10-4, Green Hornet. Sounding good. What's your 10-20 right now?
I'm just coming up 78, easing on 109. Just came around the bend, exit 58. I'm on 109 right now. Yeah, I'm looking at it. What's it doing?
Okay, yeah. I heard you out in the distance, and I waved a hand, but there was a lot of traffic out in the frequency, so I don't know if you got to copy me there, 10-4.
Yeah, you got two big bulls going at it. You got two big bulls going at it there, right?
I hear you, Brown Hornet. Hey, Brown Hornet, I heard you out there too, man. But this MTA recorder is making it rough on my ears, man.
Good morning, 250. Good morning, Mr. Enforcer. Welcome to the range. 250, Brown Hornet, waving, baby.
Waving to Brown Hornet. I heard you out there before, man. It's just like I said, I got to deal with this MTA lady, man. If you're not doing a 9 or better in my radio, man, it's going to be hard for me to hear you. But I heard you out there in between, Roger.
Up there.
Look at this cocksucker, man. He has to key up when I key up, man. Is that a jealous bitch or what? Hey, Richie, don't you hear me talking to the man? Stand by already.
I mean, my apologies. No, I'm actually
Yeah, it's your apologies. Yeah, you need to stand by, you dope fiend. Stand the fuck by, Richie. Don't you hear me talking to the man?
No, dude, I'm suffering from acute fibrobloitis. You want me to...
See, that's what you call an obsessed homosexual, man. He cannot see me talk to someone. He cannot see me have a decent conversation without that bitch jumping in. See, that's what you call an obsessed homosexual. You don't see me keying up when he's trying to talk to someone. If he's talking to Brian Horner or someone, I stand by. Out of respect for Brian Horner. No, but not Richie. Richie wants to key up and while we're trying to have a small convo there. It's all good, Richie. It's all good, man. Don't forget what I said. Someone at the official capacity is going to be paying you a visit shortly. I can't say when and what day, but I hope you're not carrying any fake credentials on you, Richie, because if you're caught with any of that, you're going to go in. This time you're going to do another term. It might be longer than 5 years.
Why he's so bent out of shape? The two videos that are up on last night's
Pay attention. Nobody wants to hear his nonsense.
this morning on this video gate.
No one wants to hear your nonsense, Richie. This is not Fantasy Island. This is radio talk.
You know, I don't want to...
Yeah.
I not to curse there, too.
Fucking dope fiend.
It's not very man-like. Homo-like, yes, but not man-like.
Approach the tunnel. You will encounter an...
Go ahead, Richie. I'm going to stand by. You want to talk? Go ahead. No one wants to hear your nonsense, man. No Fantasy Island, man. You want to talk? Talk radio. No one wants to hear your bullshit.
You want that I...
Carry tunnel. Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overheight condition. Maximum height clearance is 12 foot.
Besides, I can't take this one. Damn, that was a heavy DC there, boy. Holy moly. That was a damn heavy DC right there.
Yeah, sorry about that. It was just me tuning. I was just checking my tuning on my amp.
Queens Midtown Tunnel. Be aware, as you approach the tunnel, you will encounter an overheight.
Yeah, I was just checking the load there, the load and tune. Oh yeah, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Look at that, look at that audio scope, man. Lord have mercy, look at that audio. That's a beautiful sine wave right there, man. No flat topping, nice and round.
Load on my amp.
Oh, there goes Cracky. There goes Cracky. Look, I mentioned tuning, and right away he has to say the same thing. He's like a little parrot, man. It's like monkey see, monkey do. Look at this. Hey Richie, why you gotta imitate and try to be like me, man? Why don't you be yourself for once?
My apologies. I was just checking and dropping my load.
Yeah, your apology is not taken, man. Go wipe your ass or something. Do something constructive.
Let me get back quiet, man.
Hey, let me smoke my pipe. I'll be back. Yeah.
You want to know how to hold up? You want to know how to hold up?
Look at this dope fiend. Look at that junkie. Look at that junkie. There's nothing constructive to say but stupidity. Rich, you need to take that mess somewhere else, dope. Hey, doper. I'm gonna call you doper from now on.
Don't move me off 19, dude. You came to 19 to follow me, but there'll never be a day you'll ever
I followed him.
been able to do it in.
He got kicked off of 31, off of 40. He can't go on the Super Bowl without getting clowned. They told him, Richie, take that bullshit somewhere else. Especially when he tries to claim that he worked on everyone's radio on the Super Bowl. And when I mention that, they go, Richie never worked on anyone's radio on the Super Bowl. What is he, on drugs? I'm like, yeah.
All right, I'm back at my.
That's just too funny. Hey Richie, what radio you claiming you worked on now, man? You know, no one on the Super Bowl actually admitted that you worked on their radio. So, what claim are you making now, Richie? Whose radio did you work on?
Anybody know what he is here? Well, never know that.
Listen to that doper. I'm gonna call you a doper because you have so much drugs in you, man. You're just a doper.
All you gotta do is not try to talk to me. He'd be alright.
He be alive. What the hell is that? Listen to yourself, man. How do you sound like that, man? How'd you get to sound like that, Richie? Because I know we don't get you like that. It's part of it is mental illness, I understand, but what happened to your voice? You sound like like Wolfman Jack on crack. And you already know. All right. You know, your fucking vocals are burnt out, Richard.
Easy with all that cursing, but come on, give it.
Yeah, and I back out.
Diction is impeccable. How do I sound, man? Am I loud and clear?
Yeah, you're loud and queer.
Okay, yeah, well, that was last night's title on the video game.
You're loud and queer.
There's nothing original about you, man. The minute you hear something, you just
Watch. As soon as I go off at 6 o'clock, he's going to disappear. Watch. Pay attention.
do a thing.
Look how I got that obsessed bitch all over me. That's what you call an obsessed homosexual. Pay attention.
Body but the guys you hang out with. Backing you up out here when it comes to this. Because they love me. And they love me for being everything.
Now people love him out here. This guy is a real fruitcake.
Being everything that you say I am. But me showing them that I'm not. So I always want you to keep that in mind.
Then he subscribes on my YouTube page as Laura Sinclair. This guy's a fruitcake, man. Now he's Laura Sinclair. Pay attention.
What'd that man say? You're a broken man? You're washed up? You better go find a new hobby?
There he goes, chuckling. That's a junkie for you. He's chuckling.
By the way, don't try to do what I'm doing at home here, kids, because,
He's got that amp pumped all the way up, man. Listen how distorted he sounds.
and he definitely won't go on the key with me and see you can. US-1. US-1. Morning time. Good morning.
That's a big 10-4, Jeremiah with the wave.
Attention.
Damn, you cleaned out my radio, US1, when you key up. Lord have mercy. You took Richie right out.
Yeah, 10-4, I hear that.
That's just way too funny.
Foot 1 inch with exit alternate route.
Good morning, Mr. J. Good morning, Jeremiah. You got a Scotty County? It's Jeremiah Brown, Honey Waving. Right by Mr. Brown. Hey, Mr. Brown, I hear you way out there. Good morning. Jeremiah, tell Frog I said good day, baby.
Time to make the donuts. I got to get out of here. Everyone take care. You have yourself a super fine morning and a blessed afternoon. Get to your destination, make that money, and pay those taxes, man, so we can support, underground dwellers like Crackhead Richie. Someone's got to pay for that Section 8 apartment. CK, Bad Boy, Richie. I'm even going to say afternoon to Richie, man, because, it's going to rain out there, so don't slip on the sidewalk and try to sue the city, Cracky, for not salting. Everyone out there, you have a good morning. God bless. You know it is. Enforcer 250. And I'm going to leave you with this final thought. And by the way, if you like what you hear, check me out. Check me out on YouTube, man. Just go on, go on that keyboard, or if you're on a cell phone, just type in Enforcer space 250. Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. Actually, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. Monday through Friday, excluding weekends, holidays, and vacation. Check it out. Sit back, have some popcorn. But let me leave you with this final thought. Crackhead Richie, just say no, brother. Put the pipe down. And if you're ready to pick up that glass stick, don't do it, brother. Don't do it to yourself, because it's killing you, man. Between that pipe and that monster, I don't know what's going to get you first. But Richie, just say no. With that, check me out, YouTube. And if you like what you hear, just give me a thumbs up. I gotta go, man. Some of us gotta work for a living. US1, take care, brother, and everyone else. If I left you out, forgive me. Enforcer 250, somewhere around the lower deck. And I just got down.
Your out-of-breath pants and junky ass can't sell that story anywhere. Take care, US1. Enjoy your day, my brother. Good. Brown Horny go.
That's a big 10-4 Brown Horny. I heard it all, you said it all. I will go in and bless one. WS1 10-7 on this end.